Hey, alright, in this beginner's Transwave tutorial we will create a Transwave with one wave sample. So let's start by creating a new instrument and a new layer. So command layer and then command wave will create a new wave sample. So here's our square wave. Now, just for fun, we're gonna actually reverse the square wave sample. So press Command LFO, and maybe you have to scroll up or down to get to the reverse data page. But we are here already, so press yes, and then we set the start address at 0. The end address is the end of the wave sample, which is 136. Press enter, and now the wave sample is reversed. Before we do anything else, let's just select wave sample 1 for editing. There we go. And I actually always forget about this, but this time I got it. Yeah. Alright, let's press edit wave 3, and it will get us to the loop start page. And here we see that the loop start is at 32 samples. If we scroll to the right, we see the loop end page, and the loop end is at 96. What we're gonna do is set the sample start and sample end point to these values. So I'm gonna scroll to the sample end and set it to 96. Sample start, I'm gonna set it to 32. And we're gonna truncate the wave sample. So press Command Wave, and from this Create New Wave Sample page, scroll up 6 pages to the Truncate Wave Sample. Press Yes, and the wave sample has been truncated, so we have this small wave sample in the EPS-16 Plus now. Alright, effects. Let's turn on the effects, or go to the effects page and scroll up to the phase reverb page. Sounds like this. And let's use variation 1, the medium phase. And we're going to use that, the right channel, and we're going to use that to resample and then make a transwave from it. So press Command Wave, and from the truncate wave sample, scroll 6 pages down to the resample with effect. And we're gonna sample to instrument 1, layer 1, wave sample 1. We're gonna resample the A4 sharp key, because that will give us a single cycle waveform with 128 samples. That's what we actually want. A recording time, let's set it to 2 seconds. Yeah, here we go. And we're gonna sample the right channel, press yes, and it's gonna resample. Great, let's keep it. I believe it's fine. I've done this before, so let's reset the volume level of the resampled waveform first. So press Command Amp and press the arrow up and down key, and it will reset to a value of 50. So yeah, there's our sample. As you can hear, the lower we play it, the longer it takes for the sample to finish. So now the Transwave will cut this in slices, and the slices are just so that we have control over the pitch and the timing, the duration of the wave sample. So, but first I'm going to make sure that the wave sample starts on a 0 crossing point. And what that means is that if this is a 0 level line, and we have a sine wave that goes up and down like this, it starts on that 0 level line. But if it starts up there and it goes down and up and it ends there, that is still a single cycle, but it does not start on the 0 crossing line. So we're going to make sure that it starts on that line. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch on the auto loop finding by pressing edit system 3, auto loop finding on, and now we're ready to find the first 0 crossing point. So edit wave 3 will get us to the loop page, the loop start page I should say. So if we press it up once or twice, I'll do it twice this time, we get a certain value of, in this case, 1197, and that's the 0 crossing point that we're going to use. So we're going to set the sample start point at the same value. So, and now I already forgot what it was, 1197. So 1197, no, up, yes. Alright, good. So now we're going to truncate the wave sample, so everything before this value of 1197 we don't need, it will be deleted. So press Command Wave, scroll 6 pages up from here, press yes, and it's truncated. We don't need the auto loop finding function on anymore, so we're gonna switch it off. So press edit system 3, and switch it off. Good. Now let's set up the Transwave. We're gonna move back to the first page of the edit wave page, so press edit wave 0, and set the loop mode to loop forward. And the whole wave sample is looping now. That's not what we need. We want find a single cycle waveform. So we're scrolling to the loop endpoint, and we're gonna find that single cycle waveform, which is at 128, and there it is, our single cycle waveform. Now if we move back to the loop mode page and we play the looped version of our wave, it sounds good, and if we set it to forward no loop, we can hear that it has the same pitch. So that means we did a good job on creating that trance wave, and with exactly a single cycle of 128. So let's set up the Transwave now. The mode is obviously Transwave. The source will set it to wheel, but the wheel is still routed to the vibrato. We don't want that. So if we press edit pitch 2, we'll get to the LFO amount page. It's always on 1, so if we press the up and down arrow keys at the same time, it will reset to 0. And there's no vibrato to the mod wheel. I'm gonna set the mod wheel in the up position, so let's move back to the edit page. So press edit wave 7, and there we have it. And now move one page to the right, and we're gonna set the modulation amount. So let's hear what it does. I'm scrolling through the Transwave now. So far so good. So what you're hearing right now is the flanger effect, the phaser effect, but now it's part of the wave sample itself. But because it's a transwave, we can still control the sound of the wave sample and the phaser, and we can send it through some other effect. So first, reset the output bus of this wave sample. It's still we already set the volume. If we go to the left, we get at the output page. It's on bus 3, which is a dry sample. So just set it to bus 1 and then adjust the effect to, for instance, a delay. I love delays in these machines. Yeah, that works well. So let's do something else. Let's tweak the modulation. So let's go to the modulation page, edit wave 7, and let's set the source to envelope 1 and listen to this. Now if we press edit envelope 1, we'll get to the envelope page and we can select a template. So we're going to select the template all zeros, and then nothing will happen. So now let's make sure that something is going to happen. So press edit envelope 1 and it will get you to the heart velocity page. So just set some values here and listen to what it does. So these values, it sort of says where to start in the transwave. So 99 is at the end of the transwave, but in the transwave there really is no beginning or no end. So they work together with the timing. So adjust the timing and listen to the effect again. Always listen. Yeah, let's tweak the heart velocity values a bit more. Alright, another fun thing to do is to have the envelope repeat itself. So if we go to the edit envelope 1 and then 0 page, and we scroll 1 page to the left, you can set it to repeat. Now if we adjust the timing a little bit more, we can actually speed up the envelope or slow it down and create a nice cyclic effect just by using the envelope. Now the nice thing is about this is that if you play higher on the higher up on the keyboard, the sound will have the same speed as if you play the lower keys, and that's because the envelope is modulating the transwave. So. So yeah, that's how you make a transwave with just one wave sample. Try it out in your EPS-16 Plus, and I'm curious what you come up with. So play with it. Yeah, play with it. Do it.